far away, between silver mountains and a sparkling sea, lay the kingdom of Bright Hollow, home to a king, a queen, and 4 royal children. This is the story of the youngest of them all, Princess Lumi. Her brother Bram was the strongest child in the kingdom. Her sister Vela was the fastest, and Sage, the cleverest of all. At every feast, the trumpets played for them. But Lumi had no trophies. Lumi had a paintbrush. She painted the small things nobody else noticed.
When I paint, my heart feels like a window thrown open.
One evening at the great harvest feast, a duchess looked at Lumi over the top of her spectacles.
Bram is strong, Vela is swift, Sage is clever, and this one, what exactly is she for?
The room laughed. It was only a small laugh, but small laughs can leave big bruises. That night, the question followed Lumi up the stairs. What am I for? And far away, or maybe very near, something grey heard her. It was thin as a whisper that first night. It was the grey fog, and it had come to stay a while. Have you ever had a morning where your bed feels like it has gentle, invisible hands holding you down? That is how Lumi's mornings began to feel. Stay, the fog would hum. Why get up? Nothing fun will happen anyway. The strangest thing happened to her colours. The red was not really red anymore. The yellow forgot how to be sunny. Lumi put her paintbrush down one Tuesday and did not pick it up again. Here is something important, so listen closely. The fog was not Lumi's fault. She did not invite it. Fog happens to children and to grown-ups, to bakers and to knights, and yes, even to princesses. If it ever happens to you, remember this: it is not your fault.
I'm fine, just tired.
But here is a secret about fogs and feelings. The ones we hide grow fatter in the dark. Every "I'm fine" that was not true was like a little snack for the fog. It grew rounder, heavier, bolder. They only like your pretend smile, it whispered. Never show them the real you. Days turned grey at the edges. Weeks slipped past like dishwater. The kingdom kept cheering for trophies and medals, and nobody saw the smallest princess fading quietly, in plain sight. Almost nobody. In the castle garden lived a gardener called Old Thomas, who had hands like tree bark and eyes like warm tea. Thomas noticed things. It was his job. You cannot grow roses without noticing the quiet ones in the corner.
You don't have to be sunny to sit with me, little princess. Clouds are welcome in gardens too. Rain, in fact, is how things grow.
And for the first time in a long, long while, Lumi did not pretend. She just sat, and that was enough. What does it feel like? Thomas asked. Like a grey fog, she whispered. Then we shall call it the grey fog, he said. When you give a heavy feeling a name, it gets a little smaller. Then Lumi told him everything, about the Duchess's question, about the laugh, about the mornings with invisible hands. The words came out wobbly at first, and then in a flood, and Thomas listened the whole time without once saying, "Cheer up."
A heavy thing weighs half as much when 2 people carry it. That is not magic, little one. That is just true.
That evening Lumi said the brave sentence. 6 small words. "Mama, I don't feel right inside." The Queen did not laugh and did not say nonsense. She held Lumi like something precious, because that is what she was. "Thank you for telling me," the Queen whispered. "We will face this fog together." The fog still came in the mornings. "Stay," it hummed. "Why try?" But Thomas had taught Lumi a trick, called tiny brave steps. Don't fight the whole fog at once. Just do one tiny thing. The tiniest thing counts. So Lumi did not cheer up. She just put 2 feet on the cold floor. That was the whole victory. The next day, feet and 1 window opened. The day after, feet, window, and 1 short walk. Tiny steps do not look like much, but snowflakes do not look like much either, and they can cover a whole kingdom by morning. Some days she managed many steps, other days, only 1. Thomas said both kinds of days counted exactly the same. A gardener does not yell at a seed for growing slowly, he said. He just keeps watering it. Now, in a dusty hall of the castle stood a tall golden mirror, and this mirror had a mean little magic. It only showed what was missing. Not as strong as Bram, it crooned. Not as fast as Vela, not as clever as Sage. Shall I go on? And Lumi almost believed it. But then she noticed something. The mirror only ever showed a little cropped square. It cut off her paint-stained fingers. It cut off her noticing eyes. It cut off the entire kind heart of her. The mirror was not exactly lying. It was just leaving almost everything out.
I am not missing pieces. You are missing pieces of me.
By spring, Lumi was laughing again on many days and painting on most. Everyone thought the fog was gone for good. Then came the spring festival, and with it, the Duchess. Well, she sniffed, still doodling, are we? And just like that, whoosh, the fog rolled back in, thick as ever. I ruined it, she told Thomas the next morning. I was better, and I broke it. But Thomas shook his head until his hat wobbled. Healing is not a staircase that only goes up, little one. It is a mountain path. It dips and climbs and dips again. A foggy day after sunny days does not mean you are back at the beginning. It just means it is a foggy day. So Lumi did what she now knew how to do. She named it. She told someone. She took one tiny step, and then another. And this time, the fog left faster. Because Lumi was not fighting alone in the dark anymore. She had tools. She had people. She had practice. One golden afternoon, Lumi finished a painting of Bright Hollow. But not the Bright Hollow of trophies and trumpets. She painted the small kingdom, the light leaning against a wall, the baker's cat, the bench where clouds were welcome, and an old gardener's tree bark hands.
That's my cat. And that's the bench where I sit when I'm sad. I thought I was the only one. Your painting makes me feel less alone.
And there it was, the answer to the Duchess's question. What is she for? Lumi was for noticing, for turning quiet feelings into pictures so other hearts could whisper, me too. Your gift might be small and quiet too. Remember this. Small, quiet gifts light more candles than you will ever know.
From this day on, let no one in Bright Hollow carry a fog alone.
So the kingdom changed in small, mighty ways. Telling benches appeared in every square, benches where anyone could sit and say, I don't feel right inside, and someone would listen without saying, cheer up. Knights talked about their fogs. Bakers did too. Even the Duchess, one rainy Tuesday, sat down on a bench and was finally honest. The fog had visited her too, you see. And Princess Lumi. She still had foggy days, sometimes, but her fog had shrunk small enough to fit in her pocket. She kept painting, she kept telling, she kept taking tiny, brave steps. And she grew up to be the kind of queen who noticed the quiet ones in the corner. The kingdom called her something better than strongest, or fastest, or cleverest. They called her the queen who understood. If a grey fog ever visits you, remember Lumi's lessons. 1. The fog is not your fault. 2. Name the feeling. Named things are tamer. 3. Tell someone you trust. 4. Take tiny brave steps. 5. Do not trust the unkind mirror. Talk to yourself like your very best friend. And 6. A foggy day after sunny days is not failure. It is just weather. And weather always, always changes.
And if your fog ever feels too big, tell a grown-up you trust, and keep telling until someone truly listens. Asking for help is the bravest thing a person can do. I would know.
You are not alone. You are not extra. And the world needs exactly the light that only you carry. The end. Good night, Braveheart.